When I began to write this video, I thought I was going to hate using the Rescue Ranger, despite knowing in my heart of hearts it is a great... well, it's not really a weapon, but it's a great tool for the engineer that can be extremely useful and save a sentry that otherwise would have died for sure. But, whilst playing with the Rescue Ranger, I found myself really enjoying the damn thing, which came as a shock to me. I'm not joking. Here's my first thumbnail I did up before the recording. It's probably a better thumbnail too, goddammit. I hate having ever-shifting tastes and an actual willingness to change my mind when I'm wrong. I'm a terrible content creator. The main thing I thought I was going to have a bad time with is, like I said, the Rescue Ranger isn't much of a weapon. You give up your main source of self-defense by neutering the firepower of your shotgun with this yellow box thingy at the end there. Instead of firing buckshot, you now fire healing bolts that heal your buildings at a reduced cost when compared to the wrench. The bolts can heal up to a maximum of 60 health per bolt for 15 metal, which means you can sit behind safety and heal your gun from a distance. The two main features of the Rescue Ranger are the healing bolts and the ability to rescue your buildings from range. Oh my god, I get it, it's funny. Doing this, you want to look at the building you want to nab with the Rescue Ranger out, and you trade 100 metal for the building magically appearing in your hands. It leaves a tracer, however, so make sure you're able to get the building down safely before anyone can catch up to you. This power is what I believe makes the Rescue Ranger an incredible tool, as when you want to grab a building when you're retreating, you would normally need to run over to it, which kind of defeats the point of retreating because now you're moving towards the thing that's being shot at and you're probably already dead. Moreover, if it's your sentry gun you're trying to save, and let's be honest, it probably is, your sentry gun won't be able to fire once you trap it in its moving container. So if you use the Rescue Ranger, you can allow your sentry gun to deal some more damage before relocating it when you yourself are a safe distance away from the fire, ideally behind a wall or a corner so they cannot take advantage of one of the bigger downsides of this weapon.
Self-marked for this while hauling buildings.
This seems like a minor detail, but it means that you as an engineer want to spend as little time as you possibly can hauling buildings around because odds are some rogue scout is going to insta-give you because you take 1.3 times damage from all sources. This means that all these things will ruin your day when carrying a building using a Rescue Ranger. Rocket launcher, black box, sticky bomb launchers, the righteous bison, the dragon's fury, the panic attack, the scatter gun, the force of nature, the soda popper. Basically anything that deals 100 damage or above will destroy you. The Rescue Ranger allowing you to heal your gun while it is under fire when you yourself are not near the gun solves perhaps one of the biggest problems for the engineer in the entire game. Splash damage. That's right, if you stand next to someone, or something that gets hit with a rocket or grenade, or something rule of threes, you also take some damage. Revolutionary takes on the Panic Mana channel only. Please subscribe. The engineer is a fucking magnet for these two classes. So the ability to sustain your big strong gun without putting your fragile 125 health baby man ass in the line of fire is a huge upside of this weapon. In fact, it is the main upside. The problem with the Rescue Ranger is that it leaves you incredibly vulnerable to spies, like way more than usual due to the obvious lack of a decent primary weapon, and secondly, because to heal your buildings by shooting them, you have to look at them for what is normally an extended period of time. Personally, I felt my situational awareness going way down when I was using this thing due to the new ability I had to heal my gun from far away. The softening of your damage from your primary weapon and the inconsistent nature of the bolt means that you will be relying on your secondary weapon, assuming you use the only one that does decent damage, and your sentry gun to deal the majority of your damage. Not impossible to do, mind you, just, man, I really miss hit detection, hold on. Okay. Some engineers I've seen with the Rescue Ranger seem to have some kind of anxiety regarding the 100 metal cost per Yinkage, which is the price of a dispenser. So the way I usually view it is like this. Is the building I am going to save worth more or less than 100 metal? If yes, grab the building. You put time into that building and you want that investment to pay off, and clearly your sentry gun has so much more to give your team before it goes down. Grab it. Is the building currently doing its job? For example, if a sentry currently shooting, is the dispenser actively healing someone? Well then, let it finish. It's kind of rude to interrupt someone when they're healing at your dispenser, and a small part of me cries whenever I actually accidentally do this. A good thing to note is that the Rescue Ranger doesn't unsap buildings or refill ammo, so you can't just leave your gun alone forever. You do have to manually refill its ammo with your wrench from time to time. So wait for the coast to be clear, and go do that. Side note, don't run the mini sentry with the Rescue Ranger. You're playing around your sentry gun with the Rescue Ranger and relying on it way more than a normal shotgun engineer, but the gunslinger follows a similar but opposite principle by neutering your sentry's damage for the sake of your own survivability and self-reliance and ability with the shotgun. So, having a tool built around having more disposable, weaker sentries, and a tool designed around saving your buildings that you put time into, it makes no sense. I don't know. Most people view this weapon as very turtle defensive. Turtle defensive? Most people view this weapon as being very turtly and defensive, and that you should only ever use it on defense. These people deserve to be laughed out of the room, because the Rescue Ranger can do so much work for an offensive engineer who knows how to best utilize it. The ability to grab the sentry that you put out the spawn door closer to the fight without having to run forwards and back to your currently held position saves so much time, and might I add that the defensive team wants to waste as much of your time as they possibly can. So why do their job for them?
Wanna see me run to that
Sentry gun.
back? You wanna see me do it again?
Is the Rescue Ranger better on offense? Because on offense you need to be aggressive with your sentry gun placement to ensure that your team isn't pushed backwards. So if you can yoink your sentry gun from halfway across the map and drop it in a new and unexpected location, usually with the help of my personal favorite wrench, you can really get a lot of mileage out of it. No, because like, it makes sense, because why would the attacking team have a level 3 on the point? So people would just keep walking into it. Oh hey, I'm godlike, that's cool. Thanks. Like seriously, look at how well playing aggressively can work out for your pushes with the Rescue Ranger. The lack of needing to walk towards your sentry and the ability to grab it from any distance opens up a world of cheeky spots. And the ability to keep yourself safe while keeping your gun up from a distance allows for the gun to put in work while it would otherwise be not putting in work, because it would be dead. Also, occasionally having a lower leveled sentry gun will actually benefit this playstyle. Check out this clip. The level 3 sentry gets completely stomped out, but the level 2 is able to hold its own, and it's the solid backbone that the team needs to push out of Dustball Spawn. But the Rescue Ranger is the exact weapon you don't want when you have no buildings to keep up. In this game, where my team is getting completely kept in spawn by a truckload of spam, the Rescue Ranger does nothing! So keep in mind the most important part of the Rescue Ranger. The need to not use it sometimes. The Rescue Ranger is bad when you need to have straight up a damage dealing primary. That's it, that's the Ranger's key flaw. If the Ranger did good damage to enemies, it would be without a doubt the Engineer's best primary. So being held back is a good thing actually, because we want to let other primaries shine. How do I segue out of this? Oh hey, a spot! When using the Rescue Ranger, I advise that you make as much use of the pistol as you possibly can when in fights. You really shouldn't be going out of your way to start fights if you can help it when you're using the Rescue Ranger. But if someone takes the fight to you and you aren't near your gun, which you often aren't as a Rescue Ranger engineer, you really should have something that can actually fire bullets before you die pathetically, because sometimes you won't. Die pathetically, that is. Man, Engineer really has no secondaries, huh? And whatever, at least we have the most powerful weapon in the game. The Wrangler. I don't like the Wrangler. I mean, sure, it's good because Ankles Daniels said so, but I never really got into it. The ability to tank of the Wrangler really makes it a pain to destroy any sentry gun, because it fucking triples the health, and this combined with the Rescue Ranger allows the engineer to sit behind cover while using the Wrangler, so you really can't shoot him instead of the gun. Wait, why am I telling people to do this again? The short circuit is a choice you can make, but you'd be better off healing your gun than attempting to destroy any projectiles due to this hefty 60 metal cost on this thing. Also, this is a very offensively defensive weapon, as it can be used to push into areas while relying on your shotgun to keep yourself alive. As we have already discussed, the Rescue Ranger is lacking in personal firepower. Fuck. And the circuit's primary fire isn't real, unbind mouse one right. Me personally, I use this thing with the Jag. That's right, baby, Jag propaganda time! The Jag helps the Rescue Ranger a lot when being used to relocate a building, as the reconstruction boosting effect of the Jag allows you to potentially get a gun up in a riskier spot than you'd otherwise be able to. And sometimes you don't have a choice on where to put your gun down when it's a use it or lose it situation. The Jag allows you to be a real bastard if you want to be. You can use this thing to quickly move your gun in order to flank someone or put it into a new spot to catch your enemy off guard really quickly. The Jag is just really good and really cool and awesome, and it needs you to use it because it's the best wrench. Not really, but yeah, really, it's fucking great, okay? Use the Jag. Jag off everywhere. Jag off another engineer so they can get their gun up faster too. Just share the Jaggage with everyone you know. In conclusion, there is one thing that I really like about the Rescue Ranger, and it is that it allows me to get away with putting my gun into a stupid spot for no reason other than to annoy the enemy team. And you know what? That's enough to give it a pass for me. It gets 4 out of 5 Chippendales. So that's the end of the video, but I just really wanted to quickly say thank you for 1,000 subscribers. It genuinely means the world to me. And I've been thinking about doing a small video just to say thank you. But I want to get this out now so I can say thank you as soon as I can, because it means a lot to me, and it's very fulfilling to actually see people engage with things that I make, even if it is a smaller community of people. I'm very happy that I am having some level of positive change anyway. Sorry, this isn't scripted, this is me rambling because I'm a strange person. But I suppose if you have like any questions for me, leave them in the comments so I can like have maybe Q&A video. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but we're gonna do something, probably, maybe, unrelated. If you aren't subscribed, subscribe. Okay, thank you, I love you, goodbye.